Welcome to CLJMS News, where your choice is the student voice, covering a variety of topics about your students, your school, and your community. And now live from the newsroom, our very own CLJMS News team.
I'm Alejandra.
And I'm Jessie. Today we'll be covering a variety of topics including boxing, meditation, astronomy, and old-time soda shops, and more. Let's go over to Oliver with a story about our very own journalism class.
Thank you, Jessie. Hello, my name is Oliver, and I am the CLJMS news reporter. Today I will talk about journalism. I myself am in this class, and I think that it is a great opportunity to get a feel for being a reporter. I also think that this class brings out the creativity in students. It also lets students tell others about things that they are interested in. This is a quote from Destiny.
I really like this class because we get to write articles in different projects, and we get to do interviews with different people, and we get to learn new things.
I also interviewed Miss Smallsby, our teacher. She said,
"What I like most about this class is seeing how creative students can be in picking story topics and how confident they are in front of the camera and when writing their articles and sharing amazing stories with the community."
Thanks for watching this video about CLJMS.
Thanks, Oliver. More about events here in Minden. Let's take a look at this historical fire that happened here at C.O. Jones Middle School. The 1990 fire in the middle school was tragic, emotional, and unexpected. It all started when someone did an art pyro project that didn't fully light out. A little bit after everyone left, the fire started and went up the vents into the 6th grade classrooms, which were the most damaged. I asked Mrs. Grease about the fire and if it ruined her books, and here's what she said. "The West Wing was not the worst part of the fire, so my books weren't so damaged. The fire happened around the middle of the night. Teachers and students came to the school to watch the flames burn their school in front of their eyes. Teachers say they came to the school to try to recover the books that were left. Books that were not completely ruined were cut so the burn marks wouldn't completely show. Other than the books, most equipment was ruined in the fire. The last few weeks of school, they had to have school in the fairgrounds. 4th through 8th grade classrooms were all in the same big room. Each mini classroom was separated by movable walls. Classrooms were almost cut half of their usual size. It took almost a whole year to fix the new school. Now, just to be safe, we do a fire drill every month. Let's keep it in Minden and move over to Jessie with well-known attraction our town can be very proud of.
Thank you, Alejandra. Singing, dancing, and many more performances are held in the Minden Opera House, which is located on 322nd East Street. Minden, Nebraska, the Minden Opera House has a lot of history. For example, the Opera House has been part of Minden since 1891. Theatrical productions, high school events, and public events. Now let's fly over to Lily with a report on sandhill cranes.
Thanks, Jessie. Every year, the beautiful cranes land on the sand dunes of the Platte River. But what you might not know is why. The reason is migration. Migration is a part of life for most of birds. The sandhill cranes stay in Mexico when we are in winter and fly north to us in Kearney, Nebraska around March. They finally head even more north to Canada when we are in the summer. Since we live in the Platte River area, we get a great look at all the cranes either on the Platte River or in your cornfields.
Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about CrossFit. For anyone who is wondering what CrossFit is, it's a place where you can work out. I don't work out much. Did you know that when you work out, it takes all your stress out? When you work out, you can have a healthy heart when you grow up. I like to work out sometimes because it can release my stress and everything off my mind, or else I have nothing else to do. I don't know much about workouts, but I know that you should try it. I hope you guys liked it. Let's go back to you, Jessie.
Thanks, Crystal. Now to Priscilla with a story about a tough sport.
Thanks, Jessie. Did you know boxing is one of the most dangerous sports out there? Well, now you know. Well, here are some facts about boxing. Boxing is a very dangerous and fun sport to watch. It's actually one of my favorite sports. My favorite boxer is Canelo Alvarez. I'm actually looking forward to watching his next big fight against Triple G.
Now to Bailey with some information about old-time soda shops.
Thanks, Alejandra. Have you ever experienced the mesmerizing feeling of visiting a soda shop? Have you ever savored the flavor of their old-fashioned banana splits, shakes, malts, sundaes, candies, or ice cream sodas? Well, you're in luck. You're about to dive right in onto a sweet treat. Today I'll be bringing you back to the 60s when everyone wanted to visit the corner ice cream shop where they could enjoy the sweet and tasty flavors of different treats. An old-fashioned ice cream shop I have recently visited this summer in Galveston, Texas. This shop is known as Le King's Confectionery, where confectioners serve homemade gourmet sweets including ice cream, malt, simple sundaes, banana splits, shakes, ice cream sodas, and even coffee. They also hold a taffy pool located in the back of the shop where dozens of people can witness this fascinating event. Once you walk in the doors of their shop, it's almost like you're put in a time machine and sent back into the 1960s when these shops were everywhere and people were always going there for a treat. This shop mesmerizes me in so many ways that I would love to visit again. Back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Bailey. Great story. Now I'm hungry. Now to Sloan with some facts about meditation.
Thanks, Jesse. Headaches and stress are widely known for being constant and annoying, but did you know that Tylenol is not the only remedy for these daily irritations? The art of meditation has been rapidly spreading throughout the world in the past few years. Despite what people think, meditation does not have to be sitting cross-legged with your eyes closed and humming. It can just be sitting in a quiet corner and listening to music. Meditation is an activity which involves focusing on strengthening your mind or calming your emotions. Here is Dina Beck, a regular meditator, commenting on what meditation does for your health.
I think it helps me recharge, and it helps me truly relax during that time and just clear my mind.
Traces of meditation have been discovered as far back as 1500 BC. Some religions that use meditation are Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, and Judaism. So next time you have a headache and have the time, think about trying out meditation. Back to you, AJ.
Now to Destiny with some information about astronomy.
Thanks, Alejandra. Hello, my name is Destiny, and I'm going to tell you about astronomy. Astronomy is a study about space and how it works. Here's Ms. Clapper saying an inspirational quote. Study science, study math, so that if you have a dream to go to space, make it your dream. Astronomy is also studying the planets, asteroids, comets, and much more. Ms. Clapper explained plenty of things like how the launch by SpaceX was supposed to work and what she thought about it. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Jessie.
Thanks, Destiny. Now to Bailey with some favorite foods.
Thanks, Jessie. Hi, I am Bailey E., and I'm going to talk about food. These are the 5 best foods to eat. First, chicken macaroni casserole. 2, stovetop macaroni and cheese. 3, southern fried chicken. 4, Joe Mama's world-famous spaghetti. 5, flat iron steak with Parmesan sauce. I just interviewed Kylie E., and I talked to her about food. She talked about what her favorite food to cook was, which was enchiladas. I love to eat enchiladas. I also asked what made her determined to cook, and she said she had to feed her family and herself. Kylie learned to cook in 4-H and by her mom, which would have made her really good at cooking. I am pretty good at cooking, but the worst part of all is washing the dishes. I also interviewed Jessie H., and she said her favorite meals and snacks to cook are easy items. I interviewed Jeremy E., and his favorite food to cook was bread, and he likes to eat steak. As you can see, many people love to cook. Back to you, Alejandra.
Thank you, Bailey. Now to Dayanara to discuss the ocean.
Again, let's talk about the most common danger of the ocean, sharks. Whenever people go to the ocean, the first most common thing they worry about are sharks. Sharks can be terrifying, and in recent years, there has been an increase of shark attacks. Even though that seems like a horrible thing to think about, instead think about this. The chances of getting attacked by a shark is less than 1 in 3 million. Other dangerous things to worry about the ocean are rip currents, also known as riptides, jellyfish, shore breaks, stingrays, and unclean water. During my interview, I asked Marita C., who has gone to the ocean before, this question: what is the first negative thought that pops into your head when you look out at the ocean? Her answer was, the first thing that pops into my head is, do I need to worry about sharks being in the water? This summer, if you're thinking about going to the beach to enjoy playing in the warm sand and build sandcastles, you better be careful about going in the ocean. There are many dangerous things that may lurk in the deep waters of the ocean, but don't worry, I've told you some of the dangerous things you can avoid while swimming in the cold waves of the ocean. Back to you, Jessie.
Thank you, Dayanara, and that's today's news.
Thank you for tuning in to CLJMS News.